Well, I'm sitting here with Mr. Roger Raglin.
All right,
I'm telling you, if you don't know Roger Raglin, then you probably never chased a whitetail, or you probably never turned on the TV and decided to watch any outdoor television content. And luckily, my dad bought me the first video, and it was Roger Raglin, and there was a couple other personalities that I remember vividly in my early stages of learning how to deer hunt, and Roger was at the top of that, to where I always enjoyed it because he was full of positive energy, and when he shot something, you got excited. And it's funny because I felt the same way when I started getting my first opportunity to shoot an animal. Even before I was excited, and a lot of people don't know how to get excited anymore. It seems like, Roger, it's like it's big, like it ain't a big deal to get one.
Yeah, well, somebody asked me that today, in fact, if I really did get excited and why. I get excited because I went so many years without shooting nothing.
Exactly.
I know what it's like, hour after hour, not see nothing. So
Right.
when I finally, started having success, man, I liked it.
And it ain't got old, has it?
It ain't got old, it ain't got old. We had a good fall, I'm sure you did too, but we went hard.
Yeah. I had a really tough one. What about you? Did you have a
It was
pretty good
tough.
fall?
It was a tough fall everywhere from start to finish. And we spent, even my son, he said, Dad, I think we spent more time in the woods this year than we have in 15 years. I said, I think we did too, but we did good, but we had to stay after.
It was work, and unanimously talking to everybody is claiming to have a tough year. And most everybody pulled through and had some success, but nothing was coming easy. It makes you wonder. I don't know if it was weather. I don't know if it was just a certain vibe, some gravitational force, but it was just a weird year.
Yeah, I don't know. Some years are, I just finished my 37th shoot season in the business.
Wow, that's awesome.
And some of them were tough, and then some of them, boy, we couldn't screw up.
Exactly.
You're going, oh, thank you, Lord. What did I do to deserve? And then some years, I'm trying to think of the year. It was probably, I think it was about 2008 or 9. I hunted hard, Michael. I mean, went at it hard, and I killed 2 whitetail bucks the entire fall.
Holy cow.
It was a nightmare year, but it was a tougher year. It was a little bit tougher.
Seems like it happens, and you're right. And then you'll have that year to where you could go to South Florida and kill a 180.
Yeah, right.
It's strange.
It levels out. The best thing about it is that you just keep doing and keep going.
That's right.
Keep doing. And on an individual level, with all the folks all the hunters out there in the country, I know it's your platform, you preach on it, and it's a platform that I preach on it too. Hey, it's your hunt. You go and experience it your way. You do it your way. What's exciting and good to you. You shoot the one you want. It's your deal. Just go. If it excites you, you just keep going, and we're all the same boat.
That's, and be honest, Roger, you said that way before I ever did, but that was what I loved about those first videos that you were doing. Dan Fitzgerald was another one I remember watching, and then I just wanted to go hunt. And even though y'all killed a lot of big deer, I don't remember the big deer necessarily being the highlight. It was the energy of the hunt, and some of them turned out to be really big animals. And so, I don't know, that was what I loved that you sold. The energy and the excitement of just being out there.
Well, a lot of people don't realize that back in the mid to late 80s, the hunting video, we're talking about hunting videos, VHS hunt videos.
Half-inch tapes, beta,
Yeah.
All the recorders.
That was the hunter's entertainment. That was the first time that hunters got to see animals being shot. Bow or right, and so that was the infancy of what we have today. And I was fortunate to just be in the right place at the right time to get involved in that, And it was the perfect storm for me. So it was great. But that set the stage for everything that we have today.
That's something deep. And one thing I want to talk about is some of your, memorable hunts. I know we're limited on time, but how was that? Because if you really start thinking about it, Roger, and you go back and look at somebody like a Fred Bear who had some of his stuff videoed, remember those old tapes?
Oh, Lord.
But really, when you think of the next chapter, it was you. I mean, it was you, because before Bill Jordan, before even the Monster Bucks, I think there's a few other videos out there. I think there was I remember Noel Feather was doing some things, Fitzgerald, the Wenzel brothers.
Yeah.
But you're in that, there's Fred Bear, here's Roger Raglin. I mean, how is that now to look back and like, wow, we started this?
I think the biggest thing that amazes me is
I didn't want to make you feel old. at all,
well,
Roger,
no,
but-
I don't, I am old. Come on, I am old. But the equipment that we use, Michael,
Oh Lord,
and
yeah.
I still have all of my original equipment. The 3/4 inch
Those big
deck,
decks.
the deck with a tape this big that you could film 20 minutes of
That was
footage.
it.
That was it. They were $10 a piece, 20 minutes. But then we went to Betacam. There's this 40-pound Betacam. I got one now in my office. I use it as a
Expensive.
door
Remember how-
stop.
remember how expensive?
$60,000. Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, they're worthless. Yeah, but that's the stuff we toted around, pulled up trees in the dark, and still got it done. But that's what makes it to me special. And when you go into my my office, a real tall ceiling, so there's all those tapes lined up, And I look up at there, I can't believe that we went there, we went there, we went to Montana, we went to Africa, and toted those big,
That's right.
But we got it done. But we did it because we loved it.
Yeah.
We did it because we loved it,
Looking back, what means the most now, Roger? You think just from where you were to what you're doing, you're still doing it. But what right now is the most sentimental and just means the most about everything you're doing, from hunting to still the production?
Well, for me, I just have to, because I just stumbled into this business, Mike. And to think that I had a chance to spend the majority of my adult life making a good living out of doing what I would do for free, That's what I'm still paying. My wife, before I got on the plane to fly out here to Vegas, she was in the bathroom, and I said, "Let me ask you something." She goes, "You know what I'm doing?" I said, "No, I know." I said, "Did you ever dream, Darlene, that for over 3 decades I would get to do what I'm doing, and have the following I have?" Yeah, I did. I think about that. Yes, yeah. Now get out.
Yeah.
But
She
but I
believed
think,
in you.
but
Yeah.
I think that that's the most mind-boggling thing to me. That just stumbling into it and getting spent almost 40 years of doing this, what I love, and just keep doing it. I don't have any plans to quit doing it.
Right.
What am I going to do? Retire so I can hunt more?
Right. Exactly.
I'm already going. I know you are. I'm going, lining up, thinking my fall schedule. Where am I going? What am I going to do? Do it one more time.
That's right. What you summed up right there, Mr. Roger, though, is why we always loved you, though, man. A lot of humility and a lot of blessing that you're still doing it. And I think that's why you inspired so many, like myself, that we're doing it. We're following in those footsteps. And there's a lot of these youngsters now out there doing a lot of different things and hunting. They got a lot smaller cameras than you had,
Yeah,
and even I can throw myself in that. Those first cameras were big betas, but it's always good to talk to.
We got a lot of young 5, 6, 8, 10-year-old kids jumping up and down yelling Jiminy Christmas, and that means a lot.
They sure do. They sure do.
Me too.
And it's an absolutely pleasure to be sitting here beside you, Mr. Roger.
My
Roger
pleasure.
Raglin, one of the industry greats right here, a living legend, and that's a fact.